Hello everyone, I am Julie Tumbado. This is the continuation of Miss Janet Saldo, which is I am going to report the characteristic of person with visual impairments. In characteristic of person with visual impairment. Intellectual abilities are similar to those of sight peers. They are unable to use sight to assist them in development of concept. Their concept development depends on their tactile experience. They are unable to use visual imagery. They may display repetitive stereotype movement, for example, rocking or rubbing of eyes. They are withdrawn dependent, are, are unable to use non-verbal causes. They have difficulty using spatial information and visual imagery and imagery problems and functional implications. They have unusual facial behavior such as squinting, blinking, or frowning while reading or doing close work. They are unable to locate or pick a small. There are one characteristic that is shared by all students with visual impairment is that these students have a limited ability to learn incidentally from their environment. Characteristic of person with visual impairment. Physical indicators may include red eyes, swollen eyelids, watery eyes, or discharged eyes that do not appear straight, uneven sized eyes, eyes with dropping eyelids, and crust on lids between the eyelashes. They may have poor eye and coordination. Usually, have problems in distinguishing similar shape, letters, numbers, or words, for example, B and D in. They have difficulty in writing or are not able to write within the lines. They have difficulty in reading books within the normal range, thus bringing the books closer to the eyes. Some students may be may be sensitive to bright light and may shut their eyes squint. They may have difficulty to seeing in dim light or have inability to see in the dark. UNESCO 2001, Yao and Prosper 2011. Visual impairment means that the person's eyesight cannot be corrected to a normal level. It also may be cause a loss of visual activity where the eye does not see object as clearly as usual. Learners with, with or without disability to, to participate fully in the life and work of mainstream settings to meet his or her learning needs. It gives equal opportunity for all learners to jointly under the learning situation without discrimination, and a learner considered to have deviation as a result a lot damage of physical and mental development is given the right to belong to the mainstream setting. The understanding is that the student with disabilities do not only have the right to education, they also have the right to be part of the mainstream education system. Linneo and Usurugi 2008. For this reason, individual living with visual impairment has a right to be an inclusive classroom setting for teaching, learning process. Inclusive education is a student with vision impairment may access information in a variety of ways. For example, braille, audio tape, or in large print. Braille readers cannot skim read and may take up to 3 times, as long as other students to read a text. Strategies for teaching individual with visual impairment. Using large writing on the chalkboard or visual aids. The use of colored chalk is recommended. Let the children come close to the board or teaching aids so that they can see more easily. Read aloud what is written on the chalkboard. Prepare teaching aids that learners can read more easily, such as large print materials. Other learners in the class could help prepare this, or they can be produced by enlarging font size of computer printout. This can, this can also help learners who have difficulties in reading. Learners may have difficulties seeing the lines on writing papers. They can be given papers with thicker lines drawn on it. Some learners will benefit from using magnifying aids. Two types are available ones that enlarge the whole page of line magnifier, which are useful of aid to reading. Encourage the learners to use a pointer of their finger than reading. Cover the rest of the page with paper except for the paragraph they are reading. Use a book stand to avoid reflection. Children with full vision need to learn through touch as well as through hearing. They should be given. Pair the pupil or student with a seeing classmates who can assist him or organize their work. The partner can help find the correct page, repeat instruction, and so on. Use verbal praise or touch to give the children's encouragement. Use the name of the pupil of student during class discussion so that the individuals knows who is talking. Computer offer particular support to learn with visual impairment. They can print out a large print copy, read the text on the screen using text on voice synthesizer, or convert into a braille. Computer offer particular support. When teaching math, the teacher should make use of abacus, tactile geometrical shapes, talking calculator, and braille ruler. Lesson can be tapped using a cassette recorder for later playback or poor attribution. Learners who experience difficulties in writing can also provide information and audio tape. Tape version of books are sometimes available in libraries and resource rooms. Encourage the student to use visual aids resources that have been prescribed. Sit the students appropriately in the classroom. Make sure lighting is suitable. Make efforts of eliminate the risk of glare from the desk and whiteboard. Conclusion. Master the use of assistive technology devices necessary for classroom teaching or learning process. Ensure adequate classroom organization to ensure easily movements and classroom interaction. Adopt effective use of chalkboard by ensuring the essential information are written fully on the chalkboard for the partially signed to see, and the teacher should be appropriate tactile diagram or models, instructional materials while teaching in order to concretize concept being taught. So that's the end of my discussion. Thank you for listening. Again, I am Jilu Tumbado.